Hello, land investors and outdoor enthusiasts. This is Josh with US Rec Land. As always, please subscribe to our website, usrecland.com, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. That way, you'll automatically be notified of any new lots coming down the pike, as well as any pre-offers, flash sales, discounts, bundle packages, etc., that we're offering specific to our subscriber base. That way, you'll always be notified. Also, please refer family and friends that are looking to purchase vacant land, or if you yourself or any family and friends have vacant land that they would like to liquidate. Maybe it was inherited, there's a divorce, tired of paying property taxes, the original use is no longer a viable solution or use for the lot. Maybe you have grandkids in a different state, so you're not ever going to move to this lot or build on it as was the original plan. No worries. Whatever the reason, just give us a call. We are leveraging all of our marketing platforms that we use for our own marketing for all of you. So if we can give you a free assessment on what we think we can sell your land for, leverage that. And it's on a land focused marketing platform, not a realtor just throwing it up with their houses. It's going to be focused on land, and we have focused land investor eyeballs and people that are looking for raw vacant land, not 95% of people looking for a dwelling and the 5% looking for land on realtor.com or Zillow. Okay. So this is land focused. So we can get far better results as a result of our curated social media and land focused platform. So if you're looking to sell your land, give us a call. Most likely we can help you move that property, and then just let us do all the heavy lifting. Let the experts do the work, and you just get your check at the end when we close on sale. Simple as that. All right, guys. So let's take a look at this one. It's Taylor County, Florida. We're in Perry, Florida, for those of you that know the area. Here is your parcel, assessor's parcel number of record. You will refer to that if you're a serious buyer looking to move forward with purchase. When you call the county and just refer to that so that they know what the centerpiece for the conversation is. It's that parcel of land. Access is via Quincy Street, which we'll see on Google Maps and Google Earth. XY coordinates for the center of the lot. You can literally, those are the Google Maps, Google Earth XY coordinates. You can literally copy paste this and put it in the search field for Google Maps and Google Earth, which we are going to do and look. So feel free to utilize that as a tool. It's free. And the County of Taylor zoning on this one, no RV living. So for the folks looking for RV living full time, this isn't the lot for you. Of course, you can get a temporary permit typically to live in an RV while you're building on premise, but that's a temporary permit, and there are some requirements for that, which basically you have to show and demonstrate that you're already into the thing for a fair amount of money to move forward with build. You're committed to the build, basically. No mobile homes allowed on this one, but site-built homes and tiny homes as long as they meet building spec. So it's just a miniature single-family dwelling, essentially. So as long as you can meet that, tiny homes are allowed on this property. So for you folks looking for a lot to put a tiny home on, this very well could be the lot for you. Flood zone AE, 1% annual chance of flood, none. But again, there's homes in the area. So if you're worried about flood, first of all, I wouldn't be buying in Florida. Secondly, if there's a bunch of homes in the area, evidently they're not that overly concerned about it either. All right. Wetlands, none. All right. So let's go ahead and check out Google Earth first real quick, and then we'll go to Google Maps. Google Earth just kind of gives a little bit different view of the property, a little better angle. There we go. All right, so this is Pimple Creek that goes through the property. There's actually a culvert that goes under the street here. This property is a square essentially right here, and it's the dead end of Quincy Street. This is Quincy Street, this little dirt road here. It kind of runs parallel with this. So basically, there's, if you see between the two streets, it's basically just square parcels. They're all unidimensional parcels between these two roads. So this one is on this side here, the dead end of Quincy Street, dead ends right to it. And then your north frontage on your lot is right on Pimple Creek. Perfect to put a little balcony or porch overlooking the creek. Okay. Let's see here. You've got homes in the area, so of course they are. There's power in the area. Um, I don't know if you have city sewer and city water, or if you're looking at a well or a septic. But either way, this is a buildable lot. It's the same size as all the other unidimensional parcels that have buildings on them already. So it's just a matter of what your preferences are, cooperating with the county for permitting and the type of build. So again, if you're looking for tiny homes, a tiny home would be great on the lot, but you can also build a regular single family dwelling if you wish as well. Or investors, if you're just looking to build and flip something, that might be a good play on this lot as well. Okay, so let's back out a little bit. Get a little different tilt angle. And yeah, sorry guys, I can't get rid of the bubbles. Google doesn't let you get rid of the bubbles, but just to give you a little bit of an angle with the topography, here's Pimple Creek. Here's the lot that fronts right on Pimple Creek. Nice little small town community. I would call it a small town residential lot. But yet you're kind of secluded with the trees. I would keep as many trees just for uh just for your own natural privacy fence and natural noise buffer. But of course you can clear a little bit for your build site. Have your own little oasis in town, but yet you're still close to everything. Dental. I believe there's an airport over here somewhere. Not sure exactly where the airport is. Doctors Memorial Hospital. Yeah. But just to give you an idea, you can kind of see. So again, your access is on Quincy Street, which is this dirt road. So you're right on the back here, right next to Pimple Creek. All right, let's take a look at Google Maps. So again, just kind of between these two streets, just imagine two equidistant squares. The parcels are on each street. Same here. These are this house, this house, this house, this house. Same thing. So your parcel would be roughly this right here. And it's at the dead end, and you got Pimple Creek there to the north. And let's back out so you guys can kind of see some things. So you're in town a little bit, more of an infill lot, but a small town infill lot with a little seclusion next to the creek, basically. So there's the dental. That looks like Catherine. That looks like they have a park. 3 Nelson sandwich and ice cream shop. I'd be frequenting that spot. Oh, okay, so they got some ball fields here. Dorset Stadium, Taylor County High School, Route 19. There's Doctors Memorial Hospital, Skylark Motel, Perry, downtown Perry's just to the south of you. Oh, there it is, Perry Foley Airport. So for those of you that have your license and you wanted to fly into town and go to your vacation property or your retirement home, there you go. Perry Foley Airport, right there. But as you can see, as we move out here, there's really nothing surrounding it as you expand further and further. So perfect little small town, isolated small town living. You're not dealing with the hustle and bustle of the big city, but yet you do have all of the amenities of being right there in town with easy, convenient access. But if you want to get out of Dodge, it's just a 10-minute drive in any direction to go to a trail, nature conservancy, wildlife management area, to the coast, to the beach. As you can see, there's a number of different places to go, but let's back out for the out-of-towners once again. So you got Tallahassee to your northwest, Lake City dead east, the Florida-Georgia line is straight to the north here. This is Suwannee River here running down. And what else? Apalachicola Forest to the west if you want to take a drive. Take a drive up and down the coast, get a nice scenic view. Here's Gainesville, and then Ocala, and then Orlando's down here for you folks that are wondering. So just to kind of give the out-of-towners orientation of where exactly we're at. Jacksonville's over here, guys. So just to give you guys an idea, the out-of-towners of where we're looking here. Okay. All right. So let's get back to it. So this lot, again, this lot is a 0.39 acres. So it's 130 by 108 on each side. Again, it's a perfect square, just like the other parcels between those two streets on the lot. And on this particular property, we're asking $8,500. We do offer owner financing, and there is a one-time document fee of $250. There are no other fees, and there is no interest on the owner financing. It's same as cash. We're very flexible. We work with people with down payments. In many instances, folks usually can pay it off because they're early. They can pay it off early because there's no early payoff penalty, because there's no interest. We're not. That's usually why you have that early payoff penalty, is because the interest that they would have otherwise received from you without you paying off the principal balance. But it's same as cash. So there's no penalty for early payoff. Once it's paid in full, we'll transact the deed for you. A lot of people really like that. A lot of land companies just notarize the deed and mail it to you. We actually record the deed, even if it's a manual recording county and it's not e-file, which is pretty quick. We'll 2-day overnight the notarized deed to the county, even with manual file. Of course, we're at the mercy of the county recorder's office. Sometimes it takes 2 days. Sometimes it takes a week and a half to get something back. But we'll get it recorded for you so you don't have to deal with them and going back and forth. And then you'll also have a copy, an electronic copy, and we ask them to send you the original when it's recorded that way. Okay. So that way it's acknowledged at the county and there's nothing else left for you to do. You don't have to bicker with the county, go back and forth, or anything like that. And no loose ends are dangling. You just worry about enjoying your property and making plans for the property as you originally did. All right. So if anyone has any questions, this lot with the tiny home advantage on it, tiny homes allowed, we do have a lot of investors that have been waiting for tiny homes. So if you guys are interested, call me. For those of you that are looking at the lot, it's going to go quick. Anything with RV living and tiny homes, because that's not the norm, those go quickly because people are waiting on them. So if you're interested in that, you need to verify if this meets your buying criteria, which I understand. But you do need to do that quickly because land moves very quickly. And if this meets all of your buying criteria, which it might, verify what you need to verify. But if it is a lot that you're looking for and you need something for a tiny home, you're going to have to act quick, just like the other folks. Land moves quickly. It's not going under escrow for 60 days. So if you don't already have a buyer's checklist, you need one. And it's very simple. What are you looking for out of the lot? What do you want to build? Make sure that it's zoned and the land use allows that. The locations that you're looking in that you're open to. And you have to be realistic on your price. But once you do know that, you become very, very formidable in terms of your ability to buy the right lot at the right price, because you just have a handful of items. And if they check the list, great. And then it's just a matter of the price. If it doesn't meet the checklist, you move on and you don't waste your time, and you're not looking at a property that isn't going to match up, that you're not ultimately going to move forward on. Okay. So just some helpful buying tips and consumership on vacant raw land. I know some of you might be first-time buyers. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as the 5 or 6 main things that you're considering using the property for. Well, that's got to be zoned that way and allowed from the county. And if I hear unrestricted one more time, I'm going to go nuts. There is no such thing. I don't care what land investor tells you. There's unrestricted land. There's no such thing. Unrestricted means there's no restrictions whatsoever. And I understand, yeah, well, that's not what we mean, John. There's no such thing as unrestricted land. I know people pick that up and they go posting, hey, I'm looking for unrestricted land. No such thing. The zoning is the zoning. There are allowances within the zoning. There are areas which are a little bit more loosey-goosey within the zoning, but you're not going to know that until you have conversations with the county anyway. So people buying, unless you're going to have an hour-long conversation with the county, you wouldn't know that anyway. So I just stop with the unrestricted. If you want off-grid to homestead, great, but those aren't unrestricted. There's a lot of things that you can't do, and I could probably make a list of 100 things that you absolutely cannot do on that property without an issue. So there's no such thing as unrestricted. If you're looking for that type of property, that's fine. What you need to understand is what land use and zoning allows. And if you're looking for livestock, a lot of that gets very specific. You can have 3 hogs, not 7. You can have 22 chickens, not 23. You can have 2 horses that you own, not 5 horses that are being boarded to third parties on premise, because there's liability and things involved. So, and then there's the size of the lot, which builds into the usability. So not my first rodeo, and I hate to get on a soapbox, but everybody just saying they're looking for unrestricted property, no such thing. Do your homework, look for what land usages that you need. Do you need agricultural? Do you need ag commercial for what you want to do? And then look for that. You don't need unrestricted land. You need land that allows the zoning and land uses that you are looking for. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to help you guys out to focus one more layer down so that you can find the property you want. And we do have some ag commercial properties available. I think we have one in Michigan. And then there's another ag residential. Actually, that one's in Michigan too. But there's no such thing as unrestricted. There's only what does the county allow the zoning and usage. And then there's a myriad of things that aren't listed at the county that you just can't do on the property without the police or someone or or somebody or regulatory entity getting involved. And there, if you put up a nuclear plant on your 1.5 acre property, it's not allowed. It's not unrestricted. Trust me. When the law enforcement shows up and you tell me it's unrestricted, then you can talk to me about how unrestricted it was for them to show up and tell you you can no longer have a nuclear plant. But I digress. So, hey, you guys, if you're interested in the lot, give us a call, 330-615-2999. Happy land hunting.